let's talk about 4 reasons that custom lightsabers are better than officially licensed lightsabers. So, reason number 1 is variety. Now, there's such a variety of custom lightsabers out there. There's a variety of custom lightsaber companies out there. Now, if you haven't seen my list of lightsaber companies, I have it on sabersourcing.com. I would recommend that you check that out because you can see kind of the scope of this hobby. You can see the wide variety of lightsaber sellers that are out there. There's really a ton of them. So, I mean, we have the major manufacturers like custom saber manufacturers like Lightsabers, Saberforge, Vader's Vault, Kyber Lightsaber Trio, Electrum Saber Crafts. You know, there's some big names like that, among others. But we also have some smaller names in the game as well. And that means we get a wide variety of lightsaber hilts to choose from, you know, just a wide selection of lots of things, wide selection of price, of quality, wide selection of designs. So we have access to kind of movie-inspired lightsaber hilts or character-inspired lightsaber hilts, but at the same time we have access to kind of more original designs. You know, like this is an original design over there. It's not, you know, from any particular character. This one is as well. But that's one of the major constraints of officially licensed lightsabers. So they're kind of going for this mass market, right? And so they only make these kind of major character-inspired hilts. So they'll make a Yoda lightsaber, a Luke Skywalker lightsaber, you know, just these major characters like that. But they won't make more obscure character hilts. So they'll make an Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber hilt, but they won't make an Orgus Din lightsaber hilt. And, you know, that's something that the custom saber community can accommodate. So in the custom saber community, these different sabersmiths, you know, they can make just, you know, a one-off hilt from scratch based on a more obscure character hilt. They can also just make a totally custom lightsaber hilt that doesn't need to be based off any characters at all. And that's something that, you know, with the officially licensed lightsabers, they don't really have that. I mean, they're starting to do that a bit now with Savi's Workshop. You know, the concept of Savi's Workshop allows somebody to mix and match these different components to sort of make their own lightsaber. But, you know, in the custom lightsaber community, there's just much more variety in terms of companies and quality and just different designs that are available to you. So that's one of the strong points of the custom saber community, I think. Probably one of the strongest points right there is the variety. Now, related to variety is just the opportunity to customize the lightsaber. So it is the custom lightsaber community, that's what it's often called, and people can really make a lightsaber their own, so they can customize it themselves. They can also, you know, hire a sabersmith or just somebody to kind of really personalize a lightsaber. So you can add different etchings, you know, you can have add leather wrap or just add different coloring, powder coating. There's all sorts of different options like that. You know, somebody can make a lightsaber for you just totally from scratch, totally, you know, based on your ideas and things like that. And it can really be customized and tailored to you. And again, that's something that with the officially licensed lightsabers, that's not really possible. And that's not really what they're focused on, at least at this point. They're really more focused on making, generally speaking, character-inspired lightsaber hilts, you know, from the major Star Wars characters. Now, another thing about the custom saber community that's really great is just the technology and the innovation. So, you know, this kind of relates back to the variety of the custom saber companies and just, you know, all the people out there making lightsabers. And that means that the technology advances very quickly. So the custom saber community has been far ahead of the officially licensed lightsabers, you know, in terms of the quality of the lightsaber. And it's been that way for quite some time. So with the release of this new kind of Force FX Elite lightsaber, this, Supreme leader Kylo Ren Elite Force FX lightsaber. That's a new thing. That's incorporating some technology into it that's been in the custom saber community for quite some time. Especially now with the NeoPixel kind of revolution in the custom saber community with smooth swing and just these very realistic lightsabers that have been coming out in the past few years. That's all been coming out of the custom saber community. So that's a really cool thing to see, kind of the technology and innovation of the custom saber community. It seems to be far outpacing the officially licensed lightsabers like the Force FX lightsabers. And speaking of community, one of the best parts about the custom lightsaber community is the community of it, okay? So it's a really wonderful community. If you ever check out, some of the different forums and Facebook groups, it's a very positive and helpful community out there. There's a lot of people that'll help you, troubleshoot different things, and they'll help with lightsaber builds and tutorials, and lots of good stuff like that. Lots of good collaborations, among different companies, and so that's another great piece of the custom lightsaber community. The community part of it. So those are just some of the things that I think are great about custom lightsabers and why they're a lot better than some of the officially licensed lightsabers, at least at the moment. Feel free to comment below with your thoughts on this topic.